We will talk about the rest of the stuff which we left off in the last video because it was getting too long. And to talk about intermediates is always going to be a lengthy process. But let's just sum it up. So in the last video, we talked about all the minors and the majors which we covered on how to revise them, what are the reliable resources, and the last minute videos to watch. Okay, now giving you an extra edge for the intermediates. Now if you have covered all your rapid revision videos, then start quickly on active recall from the PDFs. Okay, so if your PDF for physiology is 80 pages, if your PDF for anatomy is 80 pages, you need to divide them all into 3 days. Okay, so 3 days given every day 1 to 5, you have to start reading them out, and that's the only way active recall is only gonna save you for intermediates. Okay, now in this video, for all the last minute resources, these are only for the ones who haven't done their rapid revisions yet and need something to cover. You know how they say you should have something from everything. So these are the most reliable resources only for those who haven't done their RRs, who haven't read the PDF. So let's get into it. Let's help you out with that. The first resource we have is for anatomy. Now for anatomy, we all know Dr. Azam is the best faculty there, and he is a part of Prepladder now. So we have uploaded 2 LRR videos. So those could be your quick revision for anatomy, and the PPT is really helpful. You have to promise me that you have to read the PPT once, twice, to get in hand on anatomy and solve all the PYQs after that. Okay, and then talking about physiology, physiology is a subject which is starting from MBBS years. Everybody understands the concept of normal physiology. That's when you understand the abnormal things. So I guess everyone has a good physiology, but if you want some PYTs to be properly covered, then again LRR for physiology by Prepladder is something I would suggest. Next subject we have is biochemistry. Biochemistry, rapid revision are highly suggestible because there are certain new questions asked every year. With our time as well, we had very lot of new questions. But if rapid revision is not an option for you, then you can go to this Dr. Azam's video where he have talked about and concised everything to remember and retain for biochemistry. The PDF is also available and you can find it on Telegram. Next thing we have is uh, our most fearful subjects. Pathology, microbiology, covered very nicely. I do not have many options for micro and patho because from my college time, I used to watch Dr. Preeti from an academy and I was really familiar with her. So I would just suggest watch the LRR sessions which are concised of 8 hours each for pathology and microbiology, and re-watch it once or twice and have a really good confidence in solving the questions from pathology and microbiology. And next we have is your FMT. Now I would really suggest, if you haven't done RR or if you cannot revise the entire PDF for FMT because it has a lot of things to remember, you can concise it all into this LRR which was by Dr. Akhilesh on Prepladder as well, and he have concised in a very nice manner in the PPT which I have and uploaded on the channel. I would put it on the Telegram. I haven't yet, I will. And this is a really good concise FMT video I have ever come across. And then lastly comes the very cute subject which is your pediatrics. Pediatrics is very nicely concise in the PDFs of RR with PYQs. There is no chance you need to miss out on the questions from pediatrics, which are also going to be 10 questions by the way. Or you can prefer watching the two of these lecturers. Both of them are excellent. And then you have, last but not the least, the Optha and ENT. Optha and ENT usually are, I mean, I was scared to go through the RRs of Optha. I gave up. I have chosen multiple lecturers to explain it to me, but I still failed to remember it. So then I found this gem of a video which was uploaded on Cerebellum's channel, Ophthalmology which has covered most of the basics and as well as very important topics, which is very helpful. And I was really, I mean, relieved to have done this subject, because I came at a point where I was just gonna leave it. I did not have any other. ENT I did really well from Dr. Vaishnavi from Preplado. And for just to brush things up or just to have a more better idea, I also watched Rajiv Dhawan's video on ENT. And of course, you're gonna have a FOMO if you don't watch it, because everybody suggests it and he is good at it. But Dr. Vaishnavi have also concised it in her RR really good. The version 5 RR. Okay, logic. Now, as I talk about Opta, I have same thing to talk about pharma. I was missing out a lot on pharma. Everybody suggested me the famous lecturers for it, but I just couldn't go hand in hand with them until the videos. So I watched this pharmacology LRR and I was totally blown away. Dr. Ankit Kumar sums it up in such an amazing way. It is also 8 to 10 hours of video, part 1, part 2, and the PDF, again, the PPT is very, very good to go to. It's like a flashcard where you can just read the slide and swipe and read. The anti-cancer drugs was actually very nicely covered by him, and that was major portion of your exam. At the same time, he covered a lot of renal drugs, endocrine drugs, at the same time GIT, and the most important CVS. He have explained it really nicely, and I really suggest. That's all suggestion I have. I even say do the LRR for pharmacology by Dr. Ankit Kumar sir, and you are really set for the exam. Okay, now I guess I talked about everybody except for the fact that I have talked beforehand as well. Mega BTR by Dr. Zenapura, which talks just about FMGE. There are 3 videos. You can watch them with a gap of a week, twice, and it have helped me solve more than 5 questions in the exam. I am pretty sure about that. And it is really, really good. Instead of going to the entire BTR, which focuses more on NEET PG and INICT exams, it is better for you to just watch the resources which are FMGE given, because the paper for FMGE is very easy concept based questions and clinical questions, rather than NEET PGs or INICT difficult question structure. Like maybe the answer to both the questions will be same, but the structure of the question for FMG exam was not that difficult for you to understand. Okay, now having said that, I'm really happy I am doing this in one take, first of all. Second of all, I would just like to cover some other questions, like how many GTs and what is your GT status. So as I have mentioned, from June 1st, you should actually have a block wise study session where 12 just for majors, 1 to 5 we talk intermediates, and then we talk 7 to 9 PYQs, and then even more of 10 to 12 can be PYQs if you have covered your minors already. Now, your GT should be planned twice a month. So in June, give 2 GTs and make sure that you're getting more than 150 or at least more than 165 in all your GTs moving on. If you're failing to do so, that means you're not revising well. That means your active recall is just watching the videos and passively scrolling through the PDF. That is not helpful. Or at the same time, not doing PYQs, not having a good question solving ability will also hold you back with your GT score. I have told you this before that Marrow GTs are really reliable. If you're failing in Marrow GT, there are really likely 90% chance that you'll fail the real exam. And I don't want you to miss on the opportunity which just comes once in a while, because then again it will get pushed to next 6 months and 6 months, and it will keep adding on. I know I want you to be on the positive side of it, but you're failing your GTs is a really big red flag. Okay, so take that one thing very seriously. Second thing, if you are lacking behind in your rapid revisions and the PDF seem too much to go through, then switch to these reliable sources, switch to something of everything. Okay, do not miss any subject. There should be 19 subjects on your timetable, and the 19 subjects need to be done. They should have all the ticks. Okay, now third thing, do not miss on revising your major subjects really well. Okay, 1 hour each of surgery, 1 hour each of OB-GYN, 1 hour each of PSM might feel a lot when you start it, but when you get in habit of it, you will realize how amazingly you have revised major subjects which concise of PDFs of more than 200 pages in just 1.5 month, in a really nice manner that you remember it. Okay, and fourth and the last thing is, do not lose hope. Okay, now there might be a lot of things which you come across, and then you think of it like, oh, I don't remember this, oh, I don't know this, and this is completely new to me. I have been there, every one of us are there. Do not panic, do not get anxiety. Always have someone to talk to, or having a study partner is a really great advice. If you can manage to have someone who is, very compatible with you to study along, then that's the best thing to do, because it will help you stick to the timetable, it will help you to have someone to talk to, and it will also help you to stay on track. Okay, and that's it. Now you have just 50 days in your hand. Do the best of it. We're talking about everything. Let's just conclude this video. Be disciplined, have a non-negotiable schedule and a very good timetable to follow. I helped you out, but if you don't feel like doing this way but having a different way towards it, do it. Just stick to it. Consistency will be really helpful, and give more questions as you get closer to the exam. Solve more custom modules, complete all your PYQs before going to the exam. And lastly, in the last 3 days, you should make sure to revise your images PDF and revise all the instruments videos as well. Okay, so yeah, let's conclude this video and make this a last video before your FMGE exam is done. I hope you guys do really well, and I hope to see you on the other side of this exam, which is about all the fuss for internships and waiting for 5 to 6 months to get a hospital, because yeah, our medical consults are really lame. But eventually, here we are, and waiting to get allotted and to start my internship, but hopefully soon. And yeah, thank you so much again. I was really, really, really glad to help you guys out with this. And if you need any more help or any more questions, feel free to comment on this YouTube channel or with me on my Instagram or Telegram channel. Yeah, thank you so much again.